Good evening and welcome to State of Business on our television. I'm Nadun Sirivardhana. Let's have a look at the headlines. Sri Lanka's GDP rises slightly in the second quarter of this year. Expansion of manufacturing and services sectors slows in August. News in detail. Sri Lanka's gross domestic product has shown a positive growth trend for the second quarter of 2024, according to the latest data released by the Department of Census and Statistics. The country's GDP rose to 2,700 billion rupees, reflecting a 4.7% year-on-year growth. The industrial sector led the way with a significant 10.9% growth, driven by a resurgence in the construction industry, which expanded by 15.5%, and the mining and quarrying industries, which posted an impressive 21.5% growth. The services sector also bounced back, registering a 2.5% growth, a positive shift from the 0.5% contraction seen last year. Meanwhile, the agriculture sector grew by 1.7%, a slower pace compared to the 4.2% growth recorded in the second quarter of 2023. At current prices, the GDP increased by 10.8%, reaching 6,742 billion rupees, up from 6,082 billion rupees in the same quarter of 2023. The economy's three major sectors, agriculture, industry and services, contributed 10%, 25.5% and 55.4% respectively to the overall GDP in this period. Taxes less subsidies on products contributed 9.1%. The expansion of Sri Lanka's manufacturing and services sector slowed in August, according to the latest Purchasing Managers Index released by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka recently. The manufacturing PMI recorded an index value of 55.5% for August, indicating continued growth but at a slower pace compared to the 59.5 reported in July and 56.6 in June. The expansion in new orders and production was driven by food and beverage manufacturing. However, the employment index saw a decline month on month, while supplier delivery times continued to lengthen. Despite these mixed results, expectations for future manufacturing activity remain positive due to strong year-end demand, although election uncertainties could affect sentiment. Turning to services, the PMI for August stood at 65.2, reflecting a slower expansion compared to July's value of 71.1, which was the highest recorded this year. Sectors such as personal services, wholesale and retail trade, and financial services contributed significantly to the growth. However, the telecommunications, real estate and IT consulting sectors remained stable, showing no growth compared to the previous month. Employment in the services sector continued to decline marginally, but backlogs of work improved after 2 years of continuous decline. Sri Lanka's tea exports contracted by 5.3% year-on-year in August, totaling over 22 million kilograms, according to the provisional data from Sri Lanka Customs. Bulk and packeted tea exports saw negative variances, while tea bags showed a marginal gain compared to the same period last year. Despite the drop in volume, the free on-board value for August 2024 rose to 1,776.66 rupees per kilogram, an increase of 127.81 rupees from 1,648.85 rupees in August 2023. For the first 8 months of the year, cumulative tea exports have expanded by 2.6% year-on-year to reach 162.56 million kilograms. While tea packets recorded a decline, all other categories saw positive gains during this period. The FOB value for January to August 2024 stood at 1,772.16 rupees, a slight drop of over 29 rupees compared to the same period last year. Stay tuned, we will return after this commercial break. Welcome back. The Sri Lanka Export Development Board has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Faculty of Engineering at the University of Moratuwa. The collaboration aims to enhance research and development efforts, helping local entrepreneurs improve their service quality for international clients. The official MOU signing was attended by University of Moratuwa Vice Chancellor Professor Niranjan Gunawardena and EDB Chairman and CEO Dr. Kingsley Bernard. This initiative seeks to stimulate industry growth, providing students with valuable practical experience while fostering economic development and innovation. Present at the signing were key representatives from both the university and the EDB, alongside private sector partners from Menora Lanka Power Panels and Sentinel Systems. Vice Chancellor Gunawardena and Dr. Bernard both emphasized the importance of collaboration in research and development, noting that such partnerships are crucial for driving innovation in today's competitive global landscape. The two-year initiative will focus on supporting select companies on developing innovative solutions that can enhance global market competitiveness. The Board of Investments of Sri Lanka successfully hosted an investor roundtable under the theme Supporting Sri Lanka's Recovery Through Resource Commitment recently. The event, held at the Ministry of Investment Promotion, attracted a diverse group of prominent Sri Lankan and Indian investors. Discussions at the roundtable centered on sectors such as technology, tourism, financial services and minerals, with a focus on overcoming regulatory challenges, infrastructure constraints and the need for more streamlined processes to facilitate investments. Several key areas for improvement were highlighted during the event, including the need for infrastructure development and better market access. India's expertise in digital public infrastructure was identified as a crucial asset for driving the digital economy in Sri Lanka. The event concluded with a discussion on introducing a formal mineral policy to encourage investment in Sri Lanka's mineral sector. Director and Head of Divisions for South Asia and Southeast Asia at the German Federal Ministry for Economic Affairs and Climate Action led a high-level delegation to the Hambantota International Port last week. The visit, which included officials from the German Embassy in Sri Lanka, aimed to explore potential business opportunities and assess the port's capabilities. Bindu Ranasinghe, Deputy General Manager of Commercial and Marketing at the Hambantota International Port Group, provided a detailed briefing on the port's recent advancements. Key areas of growth were highlighted, including the rise in roll-on roll-off operations, bulk cargo handling and expanding container operations driven by the development of the surrounding industrial zone. Ranasinghe also pointed to the port's rapid expansion as a commercial hub, particularly in the cruise sector, which has created numerous opportunities for both local and international businesses. Notably, local employment at the port has nearly tripled since the port's management was taken over by the Hambantota International Port Group. Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on positive notes today.
The all-share price index gains 58.33 to close at 10,884.57 and the SNSP SL20 gained 24.63 to close at 3,061.76. The turnover was 1.2 billion rupees and over 57 million shares were traded.
Up next are Forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.